I could be invisible, what would you most like to do? This beautiful woman just got out of the bathroom. I heard a bell ringing outside my door, opened the door, I didn't see anyone, and even more terrifying, a pervert who can be invisible had snuck into her room. I'm gonna put her to bed. In the rising screams, he started ravaging women like crazy. The man's name is Jack Bauer, a genius scientist who was beloved not so long ago, and now he's demonically invisible. It all started in the lab with secret funding from a foreign military. The scientist xingyuhha has been working on some stealth technology. The cages in the lab looked empty, but once you put on the thermal glasses, the images of the animals can be clearly seen. Why does invisibility work so well? But is it too late to put it into practice? It turns out this invisibility is easy, but manifesting is not that simple. The various methods that have been tested can bring back animals that are already invisible, but there's no guarantee of 100% success, in addition to severe after effects, and you could die in the process. Jack Bauer and his team thought hard. Finally, after all the trouble, developed the latest reduction potion. The subject was a gorilla that had become invisible. With a little injection of the potion, the gorilla's body is beginning to recover. Experimentalists can see with their naked eyes, from the heart to the blood vessels, from bone to skin. The experiment was very successful, but Jack Bauer didn't want to report his results. Instead, they decided to bypass their superiors directly into human trials, and the subjects of the experiment were no one else. It was himself. Because every time I go home on the weekend, Jack Bauer likes to spy on the hot girls across from him. Look at the water flowing all over the floor. I saw the hot girl wearing fewer and fewer clothes. Suspicious at its most exciting moment. An ISIL curtain always kills Jack Bauer's fantasy. Stealth technology is now readily available. It's a good time to try it out. Men get excited just thinking about it. The next day the experiment began in earnest. Jack Bauer infuses himself with invisibility potions. First the skin starts to melt, and then exposed the internal skeleton, and then disappears completely in front of everyone. As painful as it was, but Jack Bauer finally became the world's first invisible man. In order to observe Xiao Qiang's physical changes, you have to stay in the lab for 3 days. Heat sensors are the only way to keep an eye on him. His colleagues were overwhelmed by the success of the experiment, unaware that danger is creeping up on us. At night, she sleeps in a chair. The invisible cockroaches creep in, seeing fewer and fewer buttons. The milky skin is about to show. The veterinarian suddenly woke up from her sleep. He knew it had to be a young man, but there was nothing I could do about him. But the horrors of being invisible don't stop there.